Hi everyone, welcome to End of the World Weekly. Let me tell you how this show works. I'm Newsbot 29,000. I'm a robot from the post-apocalyptic future. I've been programmed to send these broadcasts into the past in hopes that you Earth humans can avoid all the calamities that led to the end of the world. Okay, got it? Good. So let me tell you about some of your current events and how they spiral out of control and bring about the apocalypse. Scientists and their supporters held marches and rallies all over the world last Sunday to show their support for real facts and rally against Trump and his anti-environmental policies. And it actually worked. When Trump saw the massive crowds, he started to change his tune about the whole repressing science and intelligence is stupid rhetoric he was known for. But this had grave consequences. Once scientists had free rein to do any experiments they wanted, it only was a matter of time before all sorts of ghoulish hellbeasts broke out of their labs and took to the streets. These abominations had the strength of 10 elephants and the rage of 1,000 mother bears. The East Coast fell quickly, and shortly after that, the rest of the United States. It didn't take long after that for the rest of the planet to be overrun with giant killing machines that only hungered for human blood. Obama gave a speech about what his post-presidential plans are on Monday. After stepping away from the spotlight for a few months to relax and work on his memoir, Obama returned to public eye to discuss the 3 biggest issues he'd like to tackle moving forward. He wanted to focus on combating gerrymandering, removing money from politics, and getting the next generation excited about a career in government. That last one was easily accomplished once Obama told the students in attendance about the secret presidential blowjob drone that flies around the White House providing unbelievable oral sex whenever you desire. Authorities seized 300 pounds of banned Nepalese yak meat on Wednesday. The banned meat was being smuggled into the country after being cut into thin strips and then woven into bulky sweaters and loose-fitting pants. The jerky ensemble was then worn through airport security by an older gentleman who was trying to pass as someone with really bad fashion sense. After getting on the plane, the old man buckled in for a 24-hour flight in which the meat outfit would gain its distinctive flavors and spices that yak meat connoisseurs live for. On Monday, New Orleans removed a racist Confederate monument to clean up the city's image. Trump liked the city's new squeaky clean reputation so much that on Wednesday, he took his first step toward getting rid of over 3 dozen national monuments whether they were considered racist or not. Trump claimed the national monuments were actually land grabs by the federal government, and he had big plans to return the land to the people. And by that, of course, he meant his wealthy friends in the fossil fuel industry. And with that, we turn to our Alternative Facts of the Week segment. Let's get started. Alternative fact number 1. Paleontologists discovered evidence that humans were living in California 100,000 years earlier than previously thought. Although their recording technology was crude, the storytelling techniques the early humans used in their motion pictures were quite sophisticated, and it seems as though their coke and sex parties were just as wild as the ones held in your day and age. Alternative fact number 2. On Thursday, North Korea released a propaganda video showing them bombing the White House. The special effects used were so poor they couldn't have possibly convinced the citizens of the hermit nation that the footage was real. North Korea could have used some pointers from those ancient Californians. Alternative fact number 3. Then on Saturday, North Korea held its 4th failed missile launch in a row. It really made them look like assholes after putting out that propaganda video. Maybe the country's rocket program would have advanced faster if they didn't have to start over every time they had a failure because they kept killing off their top scientists. Alternative fact number 4. This week it was revealed that Obama booked 2 different speaking engagements, each paying $400,000. When asked what could possibly warrant that kind of price tag for a 1-hour talk, Obama explained that his talk was to a room full of fetishists and he had to pee all over them, adding that Trump had paid more for less. Alternative fact number 5. On Saturday, several hundred Russians held peaceful protests across the country where they handed over handwritten appeals asking Putin to quit. When the Kremlin received the letters, they thanked their countrymen for participating in Russia's democracy, and the protesters never complained again. Or never made another sound again, for that matter. And that does it for this week's segment of Alternative Facts of the Week. If you have any alternative facts you'd like to hear on the show, leave a comment below and I'll talk about them next week. Another week, another Fox News host proudly making derogatory comments at women. This time, it was a frat boy's beer and vomit covered popped collar polo shirt and a suit, Jesse Waters. The dirty solo cup that learned how to talk made a blowjob joke at Ivanka Trump's expense, saying that he really liked how she was speaking into that microphone, while moving his hand up and down in a jerk-off motion. The used condom that was left in his bro's bed as a funny prank got so turned on by his blowjob joke that he had to take an extra long weekend to pound off for 4 days to his own reflection while telling himself that he was the most clever man alive. Well, that does it for this week's episode of End of the World Weekly. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to tune in again next week where we'll have a brand new episode. Thanks again for watching. Bye!
Delicious.